Okay. You got to think, man, if they can censor the president, regardless of what you thought about Trump, he's the fucking president. But on January 8th, they pulled the plug on him. They could do whatever they want with us. So Scoon TV was my way of securing a space where I could have content that may not conform with the promoted narratives on TV. So I have my own server, and I don't know anybody else black that got their own server. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying I don't know.
You know.
Yeah. So I got my own server and I host my own content. I got journalists that write for me, and I got an international audience. I got visitors from like 80 countries, 3,000 cities worldwide. So it's growing, and I'm in the media space, and it complements my work in the political space and everything else. So it's all kind of cohesive, man. They help each other. Media is power, bro, because media influences the way people think, the thoughts that they have. A lot of people think that their thoughts are their own, but they're not. Somebody put them there. You know what I mean? And they predict your moves. It's like you're a lab rat. You know what I mean? So, and it's done in education and academia as well. You know what I mean? And people who go against the grain, they're threatened with loss of their licenses and so on. There are so many doctors that have come out to speak against the jab, right? Man, they lose their jobs and so on and so forth. I mean, if you standing on truth, why do you have to censor what anybody else has to say, whether it be medical, political, or whatever? You know, the truth is going to stand the test. You know what I mean? But if you're worrying about getting tested, maybe what you're talking ain't the truth. Aside from the media thing that I'm doing a documentary, a boxing documentary about a DC legend, Adrian Davis. Yes, Adrian Davis. And I'm going out to Vegas this week. I got Richard Steele lined up. Supposedly, I should get Buddy McGirt. I would like to get Sugar Hill and Lennox Lewis manager, Josh Duggan, right? I want those guys in there. Lewis manager because Adrian's biggest win came with Hassim Rahman when he knocked out Lewis for the title. But it's a documentary about trainers and their relationships and the fight game, and I would like to use it as a means to advocate for a pension for fighters, because there's a lot of fighters who are in a bad state. Maurice Blocker comes to mind. He's one of Adrian Davis's former fighters, and I heard he's around town somewhere. I'd like to find him and see how I could help him in any way, because it sounds like he's in need of some help. You know what I mean? And I would like to do that. I interviewed Sean Bay Mitchell, Keith Holmes, William Joppy. All of those guys fought for Adrian. But some of the best content I got came out of Vegas, man. I did get Hassim Rahman and others.
My man, Rock. Shout out to Rock.
Yeah, man, Baltimore. Yeah, but the thing is, man, this documentary is becoming bigger than Adrian, and it's gonna talk about Adrian. He's gonna be central to it. But we're talking about CTE. I got doctors and everything. It's a hell of a project, and it's about DC. You got your man Discombobulated Jones in there. Yeah. DC, are you ready to do this? Let's step to it. All that's going in there. You know what I mean? And of course, my first documentary was Black, White, and Blue. And that's on Amazon, 5 stars. The young lady who directed it, she's right here from the DMV area, Asia Norris. Hell of a project, but it didn't have the right narrative, so it didn't get the support. But you can read the reviews on Amazon, man, and it's popping. I was up on the Breakfast Club to promote it. Charlamagne is in it, so is Killer Mike, so is Torre and Michael Eric Dyson, and a whole lot of other people. It's a powerful piece, but one of the things that shocked me was when I was talking to Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club, is that even though he was in it, he said he hadn't seen it. How I interpreted that was he wasn't allowed to talk about it, you see. And I don't want him to lose his job or his bag fucking with me. I'm glad that he got in the project to begin with. But you got to understand, and last but not least, because I know we wrapping this up, for the people watching, right? When you see people who you think are on, right? Just understand that things may not be how they appear. And when you ask them to help you or to do certain things and they don't, it might not be that they're fronting on you or they hating. They just might not be the person you need to talk to. You might need to talk to somebody else about that. And you just got to figure it out and always try to communicate with the right person. But know this. If you want to talk about anything that I'm doing, I'm the motherfucker to talk to. All right?
Don't get on the street. Don't get on the street.
Yeah, look.
What's the name? Yeah, man. I had a few names I'm gonna throw out you. Just give me a response you want. Just your curiosity. Louis Farrakhan.
I don't fuck with Farrakhan.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
He says some good things, right? I think truth is the foundation of all things, including falsehood, right? My issue with Farrakhan is, because I was big on him, he lost me with the Million Man March. You get all these people together, and then you don't do shit. You're talking about you get another march for justice or else what? You gonna march again? I'm not a talker, man. If anybody feels offended, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't mean any offense, but the slogan here is the truth may be an offense, but it is never a sin. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, man, you're gonna do something, just do it.
Okay. Fat Cat Nicholas.
Cat, man, that's a tricky one, and it's tricky because I know so many of his people and his son. His son that's my man, Raheem, right? I will say this, when Cat was on the street, he was a force on the street. He was a force not just because he was making money. He was a force because, yo, man, he would get down any kind of way, you know what I mean? So, but that was a long time ago. The man been locked up since 1985, August of 85. That's over 36 years.
Okay, cool. Supreme.
Supreme. You know, I produced the episode of American Gangster. We communicated through letters and stuff. I think Supreme is charismatic, highly intelligent. I think he's in a situation that could have totally been avoided, you know, but he got involved with this music stuff, and to some degree, I don't know if he felt like, you know, and I'm only speculating. I don't know if he felt like he had something to prove, like nothing had changed, because he had made his bones in the '80s already, man. Like there's stories about him, man, that's like, you know, he stood up. You understand what I'm saying? Like I got nothing bad to say about that man. Only thing is, I think maybe, you know, he could have shifted gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of DC guys, they like Supreme in the system. A lot of DC,
I can see
a lot
why.
of DC guys like Supreme in the system.
He got a swag with him, and y'all swag means a lot with y'all, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Last name was she or you, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, man. I think Bill, right, did his best to revamp the image of the black community. I didn't appreciate it until I went to Hampton and saw there was really black people like the Huxtables. You know what I'm saying? To me, I thought it was like, what the fuck is this shit? Because this ain't my household.
Right.
But I think he did his part, man. Not only that, he spent his money. He donated money to the HBCUs. A lot of people who we celebrate and put on a pedestal, they don't give nobody shit. He did what he did, man. I remember with the Tawana Brawley case, Sharpton, the informant, and Farrakhan and all of them was making all that noise because then, like now, the racial angle was how they pull us all in, right? Bill Cosby came and said, look, man, I'll offer a reward to anyone with information leading to who did this. And I recognized it for what it was. He was saying, I know you motherfuckers is full of shit, but we're going to stop this circus because I'm going to put this money up and nobody's going to claim it and y'all going to crawl back under the rock y'all came out of. You know what I mean? As far as the Bill Cosby allegations, I think times was different back then, you know? And I'm very suspicious of women who would ingest drugs, not knowing what it is. Can't nobody give me something talking about take it and make you feel better.
Right.
I'll be like, the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, they going to this man's hotel room for meetings, going to his house when his wife ain't home. That doesn't give him the excuse to drug them and rape them. But what I'm saying is, who knows if any of that shit happened the way they said it happened. Right. You know what I mean? There was just a turning tide against that man. And, yo, look, man, he's out of jail now.
Right. I know I said last one, but one more now I want to
Go ahead, bro.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, man, look, mover and shaker, but I'm not impressed with him, man. Okay. And I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. It's kind of hard for me to be impressed with people who have everything laid out for them to be successful. I'm impressed with people who beat the fucking odds. Harvey and his brother, they did not beat the odds. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, while we on this topic of race, man, there's a thing that I hold true, right? They talk about white privilege, but to me, white privilege is simply getting the benefit of doubt, especially from black people. And being black means getting nothing but doubt, especially from black people. And that's why it's so hard for us to deal with each other, because we always got doubt. Man, that nigga ain't talking about shit, man, fuck him. And as soon as a white man show up, he might not know shit. We just gonna give it to him, like, yeah, man, you know, yeah, my white homie, my Jewish homie, yo, this shit is in our fucking head, because white people don't give each other the benefit of doubt. They might not give us the benefit of doubt either, but they damn sure don't give each other the benefit of doubt. We do. And this is why you got people like DJ Vlad and Steve LaBelle and Bobby Condors and all of these white boys who make their money in the black community who have black spouses, because that's their permanent pass. Oh, he's cool. He got a black girl. Man, white men have been having access to black women forever. Since when did that make them cool? They could just be a fucking opportunist.
They put him on the front line.
Oh, man. Look, even racist Strom Thurmond from the South had a black daughter. You know, for so long in this country's history, black men, white men, they wouldn't sully their women, they would sully ours. So how did the fuck having a black wife prove that they with us? I'm not saying that they not, but that shouldn't be the criteria at all. At all.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, we could talk forever, man.
Forever,
yes,
bro.
I'm gonna have to get you back up here, man. Again,
Anytime,
man.
bro.
Again, man. For any handles when you got to shoot, you want to promote or shoot out anything you working on, anything you doing.
Look, man, stay tuned for Born the Box, the documentary about Adrian Davis. If anyone knows how to track down Maurice Blocker, please holler at me. I'm at Scoon TV at Twitter, at Scoon TV on Instagram, and ScoonTV.com, the website, man. And I'm here. And I got nothing but love for Washington, D.C., man. This place is like my second home, man.
You made a lot of money down here, motherfucker. You should have.
Come on, man.
Hey, look, man. Man. Changing jewels with me, man. Good to have you, man. Looking forward to seeing you again, man. My man.
Anytime.
Out the park, niggas know me. Curtbone, little homie. All days, all days.